Alright everybody, how's it going out there guys? It's me, J.A SoCal Sports Fan, back for another video here on YouTube, and tonight I will be doing my 2020-2021 National Football League regular season schedule release on tonight. So first I will do my Dallas Cowboys, then second I will do my Los Angeles Chargers. To do both for tonight on my assignment for tonight on Thursday, since the NFL 2020-21 season schedule is released and it has been completed and very good. And from now on, we will do our game days for the Cowboys and the Chargers. First up, me and the Cowboys, my new coach Mike McCarthy, my two quarterback, Ben DiNucci, Dak Prescott, and the new QB from Cincy, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's my new quarterback for the Cowboys since he got released by the Bengals. But I introduced Dalton to Dallas because he played at TCU Horned Frogs and he played good in college. But me and the Dallas Cowboys will face the Los Angeles Rams, but hashtag beat LA on the road to their first home game in SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Next up, we got Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. We got our new wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, and all of my new draft pick guys that have been drafted from college to the NFL. I hope we're taking on Matt Ryan and Todd Gurley and Julio Jones, me, Dak, Coach Mike, Zeke, and Amari and CeeDee, the best Cowboy player in the world, including Van Der Esch, Sean Lee, and DeMarcus Lawrence and Clint Dix, my new guys. Alright, week number 3, we are playing the Seattle Seahawks. I hope the Seahawks were the best team in the playoffs since they got threatened by the Green Bay Packers. But we're playing Seattle on the road at 1:25 p.m. in Seattle with me and the Dallas Cowboys at 1:25 on Fox. Alright. Next up in week 4 on Sunday, we're playing the Cleveland Browns. Dallas Cowboys versus Cleveland Browns. 10 a.m. kickoff at our home game, the second home game after Falcons. I hope we can have a good game here in Dallas, but me and the Cowboys, 3 games in AT&T Stadium in week 4, 5, and 6. I hope duel of the Sooners, from Sooners to the Cowboys, then the Browns, will be CeeDee Lamb versus Baker Mayfield at AT&T Stadium. We'll face Cleveland in Arlington, Dallas, Texas, and North Texas. From me and the Dallas Cowboys. Alright. Week 5, we're playing the New York Giants. I hope we're taking on the former coach, Jason Garrett. It'll be the coach matchup between Mike McCarthy and Joe Judge, then Jason Garrett, and Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is my favorite guy, but not a new guy. My favorite offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, but Jason Garrett is a offensive coordinator for the New York Giants. I know Garrett spent 10 years in Dallas, but I think Jason Garrett is going to come back to Dallas and he will return to Dallas from the news in the National Football League to hear good news with me and the Dallas Cowboys to face the Giants on CBS to a great NFL game. We'll have a 1:25 p.m. kickoff on CBS, but this is going to be a good game in Dallas. Monday Night Football, we're taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I hope this is going to be a good game. They got Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins to a trade. They don't have David Johnson, but they got Isaiah Simmons. I hope Reggie Robinson and CeeDee Lamb are going to be better than Kyler Murray and Isaiah Simmons. Yeah, but yes, this is my hope in Dallas to North Texas in Arlington. And I should say yes. Alright, On the road, we go to Washington. We're going to face the hated team that I don't like, and I also hate, the Washington Redskins. I like Chase Young, but Chase Young is a good defensive end for the Redskins, but I hate the Redskins, but the Redskins are trash. Redskins aren't good this season. They got Dwayne Haskins, the quarterback from Ohio State. Dak versus Dwayne Haskins. This might be a great game in Washington, but over in Maryland. All right. Sunday Night Football, our prime time. We're facing the Philadelphia Eagles. This is going to be a good one and a hard one and a tough one in Philly, but I just said I love rivalries, but rivalries are tough. My Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles, 5:20 p.m. kickoff. But I got 3 Sunday Night Football primetime with my Dallas Cowboys versus the LA Rams, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the San Francisco 49ers. 3 NBC on Sunday Night Football primetime in LA, Philadelphia, and Dallas to face San Francisco, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles. And that's real good. All right, week 9, we're at home in AT&T Stadium facing the Pittsburgh Steelers. I hope we beat the Steelers in Super Bowl 30 since we beat O'Donnell by Troy Aikman. Barry Switzer was a legendary coach at the Dallas Cowboys, but yeah, I know Barry Switzer is a great coach for the Cowboys, but Troy, Emmett, and Michael were better than the Steelers. But the Cowboys were losing to Pittsburgh in 2 Super Bowls, but a great Super Bowl revenge by the Dallas Cowboys in Super Bowl 30 XXX to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers by Troy Aikman defeating O'Donnell as Barry Switzer defeated Bill Cowher in Arizona in the Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. Or I don't know what city is called in Arizona, but we'll find out. I hope the Cowboys are going to play very good against Pittsburgh. They don't have Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, but they'll play against Juju and Big Ben by Dak and Zeke, Amari and CD, D-Tank, Van Der Esch and Lee, Clint Dix, and Awuzie, and all my Dallas Cowboys guys, my defense and offense, and my coaches, and my general managers and owners, all the guys. They're going to be real good in Dallas, but week 9 on November 8th, we're facing Pittsburgh in Dallas. All right. On the road, we go to Minneapolis. We're going to face the Minnesota Vikings. This is going to be a good game in Minnesota because Dak versus Kirk. This should be a good game in Minnesota, but I might say yeah, but we got threatened because the Vikings hurt my feelings in week 10 last season in week 10 on the Salute to Service game in AT&T Stadium, but I hope we can win or lose the Vikings to a revenge in Minneapolis. That should be good for the Cowboys. Next up in week 12, we're at home on a Thanksgiving game to eat some turkey. I know we're hungry for the hated team, the Washington Redskins, because Dak and Zeke are hungry for some turkey on a Thanksgiving game in AT&T Stadium in Dallas. I hope the Cowboys are better than the Redskins, but I really hate the Redskins, but the Redskins aren't good this season. But we're going to face the Redskins in Thanksgiving game in AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Arlington, North Texas, in Dallas. And Thursday night, we're going to start on Thursday Night Football. We're taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I hope Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram are the best. They got Derek Wolfe and all the guys, but here's a good thing. Lamar Jackson and Derek Wolfe are the best because Dak, Zeke, all the Cowboy guys are real good. The good players against the great or bad players. We can just say yes to Baltimore because we can beat or lose to the Ravens. As I say, Dak is good with Lamar Jackson. All right, next up in the road, we're facing the Cincinnati Bengals. They got Joe Burrow and A.J. Green. But here it is. Andy Dalton and the Cowboys. They got Joe Burrow from LSU. I hope he can take on his. The Bengals are looking for a game time against my Dallas Cowboys, but the Bengals are looking for the game against his former teammate Andy Dalton from Texas Christian University Horned Frogs. But I think the Cowboys are going to be better than the Bengals. I hope so, because the Bengals weren't good last season because the Bengals were bad this season. But I hope the Ravens were in the playoffs last year, but we'll face them in Week 13 and Week 14 with the Bengals and Ravens up on the road to Baltimore and Cincinnati. That should be good. All right, nothing but not least, but here it is. Gotta set it right here to 10:58 minute seconds. There we go. Week 15 at home in Dallas. We're taking on the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to be a good one here in Dallas, but the Cowboys were beating the 49ers in the playoffs in the NFC Championship last season, but in the 92-93 NFC Championship, we finally beat the 49ers, but I got to tell you, the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers were the good team in the NFL in the NFC Championship game, but I hope we can play on 5:20 p.m. kickoff in Dallas on NFL on NBC Sunday Night Football, but Dallas Cowboys will be better than the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers, but the 49ers were defeated by Kansas City in the Super Bowl, but Dallas Cowboys are going to be better than the 49ers, so we could beat them or we can get threatened, or San Francisco can hurt my feelings again. At home, we're taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. We're playing the Eagles twice. But then on Thanksgiving game, we play the Redskins twice. At home and on the road. But on the road and at home for a Thanksgiving game. But till after Christmas weekend, we got my Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This game will be in Dallas, but this is going to be a great game after a Christmas game between New Orleans and Minnesota. And that's it. My Dallas Cowboys get to face the Philadelphia Eagles at AT&T Stadium in Dallas in Week 16. Next up, we're on the last NFL game of the season for 2020-2021 NFL season. But after my 16th birthday until I'm 16 years old, I get to watch my Dallas Cowboys face the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium, but we can face the Giants twice, at home and on the road, from Week 5 to Week 17, but Week 8 to Week 16. Good week for the Cowboys, but the Cowboys are going to be better than the Giants for the whole season, because Eli retired, no Dale Beckham Jr., no nothing. I hope we can beat the Giants, but yes, we can beat the Giants on my birthday, or we can lose to the Giants. If we can, then yes, we can, in MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. So, let me go back. Oh, there we go. From Week 17 to Week 12 game, we can face the Redskins twice from Week 7 to Week 12. Then we can face the Eagles again from Week 8 to Week 16. Then Week 5 from Week 17, we'll face the Giants twice. Then Eagles twice, then Redskins twice. On a Christmas game, New Year's Eve game, up on the road and at home. We can do this for the whole game and for the whole city in Dallas. Alright. Now I'm done with my Dallas Cowboys regular season 2020-2021 regular season game opponents. And next up will be the Chargers. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back. We got the Los Angeles Chargers 2020-2021 regular season game. First up in Week 1, we're on the first road of the game to Cincinnati. We're going to face Joe Burrow and the Bengals against AJ Green and the Bengals. I hope this one will be a good game in Cincinnati, but the Chargers are better than the Bengals since we beat them in Week 14 in the 18-19 season, and we beat them in StubHub Center in our old stadium in Carson. And again, since we beat them in Week 14 last year and last season. All right, stepping up to week number 2, we play our first home game in SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. We are facing the Kansas City Chiefs. We got swept last season in 2019-2020 season, but I hope we can beat them again or we can lose to the Chiefs if we were swept again. But okay. Chiefs are way better than the Chargers, but I can say the Chiefs are better than the Chargers from the season last year. But I might say, okay, the Chiefs were better than Chargers last season. In Mexico series game and Week 17 in Arrowhead, we were swept in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs, but we were swept in the regular season by Kansas City, and that was it. And Week 3 at home again, we're playing the Carolina Panthers. They don't have Cam Newton, Luke Kuechly, and Greg Olsen. They don't have these guys. But they got Derek Brown. I hope Justin Herbert, the new quarterback of the LA Chargers, is going to start his first game in his NFL debut in Week 1, Week 2, and Week 3. And that's it. Second and third debut at home. All right. That's it. Oh, sorry about my screen, but I'll just move it towards it. All right, Week 4 at home, we're facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski and Mike Evans and Brent Godwin. I hope Godwin's is a good wide receiver, but Tom Brady's a great quarterback. So does Gronk. And so does Mike Evans. But Bruce Arians is a great coach in Tampa. And after we get on the road to Tampa, next up on the road, we're playing the New Orleans Saints. I hope Drew Brees is way better than Philip Rivers last year, but it was in 2012-2013 NFL season between the San Diego Chargers and the New Orleans Saints, because the Saints beat the Chargers last year in 2016 in Qualcomm, San Diego, but yeah, Chargers can face the Bucs and Saints. But I went to that first Charger game when I was 11-year-old, when I got to San Diego in Qualcomm Stadium to watch the Chargers play the Bucs. Then the Bucs lost. The Buccaneers beat the Chargers since I went to that first Charger game in San Diego and Qualcomm, and the Chargers lost to the Bucs. I went to the Bucs again against Tom Brady, but Justin Herbert versus Brady. That's it with Week 4 and Week 5, and we go to Week 6. All right, Week 6, we got the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. I hope this game will be good in SoFi Stadium, but the Jets were coming to San Diego to face the Chargers in the playoffs, like in 09-10 AFC Divisional Playoff in Qualcomm, but the Chargers lost to the Jets in the playoffs last year, and that was several months ago. I hope the Chargers can beat the Jets since they beat them in 2014-15 season in Qualcomm back in Week 5. All right, next up, we're on the road again. We're going to face the Miami Dolphins. I hope the Dolphins have Tua Tagovailoa than anybody. They got Jordan Howard. I hope we got Chris Harris Jr. with the Chargers. I hope Chris Harris Jr. is going to be good. Yeah, Jr. is the best. He's good. Then we're at home. We're going to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. We beat them last season in Week 14 at Jacksonville, but yeah, I hope we can beat the Jaguars. We can beat the Jaguars again, or we can lose to Jacksonville. This is my choice. Then at home, we're going to face the hated team in the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders. Not the Oakland Raiders, but the Vegas Raiders. I hope the Chargers can face the Raiders up in SoFi Stadium in not San Diego, but Inglewood and Los Angeles. But yeah, I hope we got swept twice in another game with the Chargers game against the Raiders, but we got swept twice. I hope we can beat them again, or we'll get swept again, just like the Chiefs game against Chargers. All right. On the road, we face the Denver Broncos. I hope the Broncos sign Melvin Gordon, the former running back, since we got Chris Harris Jr. I hope Chris Harris Jr. is going to make a reunion in Denver to face Melvin Gordon and the Chargers. Not Melvin Gordon and the Chargers. Melvin Gordon and the Denver Broncos. Whoops. My bad. Chris Harris Jr. versus Melvin Gordon III. Denver, LA. At Empower Field, a mile high. On the road after a Thanksgiving game and my Dallas Cowboy game against the Washington Redskins in AT&T Stadium in North Texas, we're playing the Buffalo Bills. I hope the Bills are not going to be good or going to be good for the season, but they got defeated by the Texans in the playoffs since the Kami Fairbairn field goal. But hold on, give me a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about my interruption, but I'll continue talking about the NFL regular season for 2020-2021 NFL season for our game day and game time in the NFL. Week 12, we're playing Jake Fromm and Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I hope Justin Herbert has a quarterback duel as a rookie to face Jake Fromm and the Buffalo Bills. I hope this is going to be a good game of Buffalo between the Chargers and the Bills. We beat them last year in the 18-19 season in Buffalo. I hope the Chargers beat them. It was a big win. Big win for the Chargers as they came to beat the Bills in Buffalo in the 2018-19 season, and we got to beat the Bills. I hope we're going to beat the Bills again. Or we're going to get threatened by Buffalo if we don't win in Buffalo. And that's it. All right. We got week 13 game at home. We're facing the New England Patriots. I hope they don't have Brady and Gronk. I hope they got the receiver Julian Edelman and Jarrett Stidham. Then they got Brian Lewerke and Jake Rohrwasser, the kicker from Marshall. I hope he's going to be a good kicker, but they don't have Steven Gostkowski. I hope Bill Belichick is a trash coach for the New England Patriots. But anybody doesn't like Bill Belichick, but they don't like Belichick. They don't like him, and they hate him a lot, as they are Charger fans up in Los Angeles, as they can face the Pats. They can face the Patriots since we lost in the playoffs twice. 3 times in the AFC Championship, the divisional round, and that was it. All right? That should be good with the Chargers and Patriots game in Week 13. Week 4 wins. Here we go. Matt Ryan versus Justin Herbert, then Josh Kelly versus Todd Gurley. I hope Todd Gurley's a running back. He's good from the Rams to the Falcons since he got released, but that was a big shock for the Rams to send Todd Gurley to the Falcons from the Rams. That should be it now with the Falcons and Charger game in SoFi Stadium. All right, Week 15 on the road, we face the Vegas Raiders. I hope me and the Chargers are going to go to a first trip to Las Vegas. We're going to face the hated team, the Raiders, twice. I hope this is going to be a great game in Vegas between the Chargers and the Raiders. But they got Derek Carr, Henry Ruggs III. I hope we can beat the Raiders, or we can get threatened by Oakland. I mean, not Oakland, but the Vegas Raiders. We'll get threatened by the Raiders if we don't win. That's it. Week 16 and 17, we're facing the Broncos and the Chiefs on my birthday. But yes, I hope we can beat the Broncos, but Melvin Gordon will have a return to Los Angeles to come back to the Chargers. football game from Melvin Gordon to Chris Harris Jr. of a duel match. But yeah, Chris Harris Jr. versus Melvin Gordon III, round number 1, then round number 2. So, that should be it with the Chargers and the Bronco game in Los Angeles. On the road, we go on a final regular season game in the NFL. We're facing the Kansas City Chiefs on my birthday until I'm 16-year-old to watch the football game between the Chargers and the Chiefs, then Cowboys and the Giants. I hope Pat Mahomes won the Super Bowl against the 49ers, but Pat Mahomes is a good guy. So, they don't have Alex Smith. Alex Smith is not with the Chiefs anymore, but we could face Pat Mahomes from Justin Herbert, but we're on the road to face the Super Bowl defending champion Kansas City Chiefs by the Los Angeles Chargers. But yeah, Chargers can face the Chiefs for the final regular season game at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, but yeah, that should be it. That'll do it from now on, but we play our first game in SoFi Stadium in Week 2 against the Super Bowl 54 defending champion, the Kansas City Chiefs, against Pat Mahomes. It'll be a quarterback duel between Justin Herbert and Pat Mahomes. Alright, guys, so I am done with my NFL regular season game for the 2020-2021 NFL regular season game with my Dallas Cowboys and my Los Angeles Chargers. Alright, time for me to go to bed. This is your boy Jay Pony, SoCal Sports Fan, and have a good night, y'all, and have a great night. Bye-bye.